guys, good morning. Welcome back to Minivan with Kathy, and welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning into my channel, everyone. It's first thing in the morning, and we're gonna go get some coffee. So let's go get some coffee and come back and talk about the van and tell that story and move on. I am ready to move on and put it behind me. So let's go get some coffee. Good morning, everyone. Now for the Now this is a special treat for me. I have not been doing this every morning. But I'm getting out of here tomorrow, so it's a special treat this morning. Yay! All right, guys. Cinnamon churros from Cinnabon. Forget about it. Forget about it. So good. I usually only take one bite on my videos, but man, you gotta have two. Good morning. I've got a tall bourbon pecan coffee with some French vanilla cream and a little bit of hazelnut and just a little bit of regular. That combination is so good. All right, well, I'm going to finish my breakfast while it's hot, and we're going to come back and we're going to have a little chat. So I'll see you in just a minute. I'm going to finish my breakfast. Well, that was a delicious breakfast. Churro swirls from Cinnabon. Delicious. All right, guys. We've got an update. We've got an update. We've got an answer. And we have a solution. Amen. All right. So, those of you who don't know, I have been broken down in quartzsite for 3 weeks with van problems. And I'm going to tell the story, try to consolidate it, and we'll move on. We'll move on. And I do want to bring up that I do have happy holidays behind me still, and it is March. And there's a reason for that. I have to buy a new piece of trim. And if I take this down, there's little bitty, almost nail heads, tack heads that are sticking out of this board. That's why I have to buy a new piece of trim. I'm going to do that real soon. So, anyway, those people that are like, what is she doing with that? Okay, so let's get to the story. My van broke down. Well, it started, the check engine light started blinking. The TCS light started illuminating, started chugging, and obviously having some mechanical problems going wrong. So, first thing I did is I thought, I've got to get my trailer off of BLM land. I was at Skadden Wash, and I need to get somewhere where I can access water, propane for my heater, gasoline for my generator, food, a bathroom, things like that. Pardon me. So I went and pulled into the Love's and parked in one of those long truck spaces. Love's truck stop in Quartzsite. Okay, so a week prior, I had bought some tires for my teardrop, and they were put on at Best Auto. So I decided to go with Best Auto to look at my car. So Best Auto said, have it towed in. So I have it towed in. I didn't hear from them. I called AAA and had it towed. I stayed there in the runner, just the teardrop, me and River. And I called to see if they had received, the van. They didn't call me. And they said, yes, we have it, and you'll have to come get it. We can't help you. You have to go to a dealer. Your computer is not communicating. That's devastating news when you're in the middle of the desert by yourself. A mechanic telling you have to go to a dealer. That is not what you want to hear. So, that really freaked me out. They said, we can't help you. Okay, so the first thing, I just need to go get the car and bring it back to Love's. So the following day, I got the Camel Express, which is transportation in Quartzsite. You can call and make a reservation. They'll come pick you up wherever you are in Quartzsite. All right, so I did that. And I went and got my van, and I brought it back to Love's. All right, so I'm back at square one. At this point, I knew it was going to be, excuse me, something big. I was scared, and I wasn't going to be able to pay for it. I wouldn't have the funds for it. So I contacted HOWA, Homes on Wheels Alliance, and I applied for their emergency fund. They have an emergency fund that helps nomads when mostly, I think, is car problems. But they do other things, tents and fans, and they do all kind of things. HOWA, Homes on Wheels Alliance. It's an outlet for us. I contact them and I start the process of the application, which I'll go into in another video because it's in a video by itself. But I'm going to tell you the whole story of the experience of HOWA. So while I'm doing that, I go to the Loves and I talk to the mechanic inside the diesel shop there and ask him, does he know anybody that could help me? He says, I live in Ehrenberg. I'm going to give you the number to the best mechanic around. Awesome. I'm so excited. I go, George's Auto Mechanic in Ehrenberg. I call him. He says, yes, I can help you. I'll get you an appointment. My next appointment is in 8 days. 8 days. I'll take it. So, there goes, I was sitting there in Loves for almost 2 weeks. But while I was doing this, I was in touch with HOWA the whole time. And, okay, so a day before my appointment, I call AAA because I have RV Plus. They come out, they pick up me and River and my teardrop. So they put my van on the flat part of the wrecker, and then they towed my teardrop from the bar that comes out and the wheels. So it was behind it, being towed on its wheels. I put River in the van because River cannot go in a cab with a man she doesn't know. There's no way. I put River in the van on top of the wrecker, and I got in with the wrecker driver, and off we went to Ehrenberg. I was so nervous. My River was back there in the van just going down I-10. It's like, I was like, don't go too fast. So anyway, I got such a nice wrecker driver. He dropped the teardrop off in Ehrenberg at the Pilot. I put River in the teardrop, got back in the wrecker, dropped the van off at the mechanic. The mechanic's daughter drove me back. Okay, so I get the estimate. He calls. I have the estimate. The reason they could not get the computer to scan at Best Auto was because the battery was dead. I know that blows you away because it blows me away. The battery was dead. So George said when I got the estimate, there was a new battery, had to be on there. Couldn't get a reading with a dead battery. Unbelievable. But, it ended up to be a blessing. So I get the estimate. So now I turn the estimate into HOWA. You have to wait. You have to turn all that in. Nothing can be done. You're waiting to hear from HOWA. So I turn it in. And so this has now been a week's process of me being at another truck stop for a week. So we're going on 3 weeks now. But let me get to the silver lining. Please, let's get to the silver lining. Because there is one. So Friday I was feeling really down. I posted a community post. No words left. I was just really down on Friday. Because I knew I was going to be here all weekend. And I was just really down. So the estimate. Need the battery. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked. I've got to tell you what's wrong with it, right? So the battery, for one thing, it's the coils and the plugs like I had a deep feeling of, and I said it in a couple videos back, I had a feeling that's what it was. And that is what it is. Coils, plugs, a new battery, an oil change. Boom, I'm on the road. Not yet. Just the estimate. I've just got the estimate. So now I have to submit the estimate to Howa because I don't have the money for it. So Saturday morning, I get an email. Howa is going to help me. Yes, they are. My bill is $800 and Howa is paying $523 of that bill. They don't pay for maintenance, so I pay for the battery and the oil change. $273. My part, $523. Howa has come to my rescue. Can you believe I was approved for Howa's emergency fund? $523. Yes. So, Tracy, thank you at Howa. Howa, thank you. The committee, thank you so much. So, as you see my smile, I'm so happy. It's all about to get fixed and be on the road again. And that is the story of broken down, alone for 3 weeks in a van. But I was not alone. Ruth, thank you so much for helping me. And my subscribers, everyone trying to band together to figure out what was wrong with the van. Ruben, John, thank you. Everyone. The donations on Buy Me a Coffee, guys, thank you so much. It helps so much. So the van's going to get fixed. I got approved by Howa, and we are moving on. And that is the story, guys. So stay tuned. I'm going to do a video soon as when I pick up my van, and I'm just so excited. So that is the whole story, and everything worked out all right. I survived, broken down 3 weeks in the desert alone. I wasn't alone though. I had River too. Oh my gosh, River made me feel so safe. There were so many people coming. They, just people living in the desert and stuff. They'd just start walking around my trailer, and boy, River was just such a good watchdog. So, all right, guys. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next video. May the sun light up your days and the stars light up your nights. Until next time, you two, we'll see ya.